Hello everyone, Attack Power here. Game 2 between Stan the Man and Shkodder in the July monthly tournament final, I think. Let's dive right in here to Haroshaje. And on the left, in the red, we have Stan the Man playing CIABG on Maverick Income. And on the right, in the blue, we have Shkodder playing second Pancelos, also on Maverick Income. So, for those who didn't see Game 1, make sure to go check that out. It was a very exciting game, to be sure. This game here should also be very exciting. Just a warning in advance, I have a bias against Stan the Man. I don't like the way he plays, so if you sense any joy when bad things happen to him, that's real joy. I'm happy about it. But anyway, diving into the decks here, Stan the Man is a master of first Pancelos and CIABG, so if you want to play his division, this is the guy to watch. So diving into his deck here, Recon tab, solid, helps out your infantry tab, some AT infantry there, along with a Molotov infantry unit, and of course more Cromwells, because this deck somehow doesn't have enough. Your infantry tab is basically all cheap spam units, except for the Zenista, which is a really solid CQC unit. Really can get the job done well. Everything else is basically cheap chaff that you just call 2 for every one of your opponents and overwhelm them. Although this is pretty small compared to usual, with only 66. Usually you have like 90 in this division, even with so few slots. The tank tab, of course, the highlight of the division. Cromwell spam, you get Cromwell 5s and Cromwell 7s with the up armor, and Fireflies, Churchills as well, just all the Commonwealth armor that you could want. Your support tab, really, really strong with lots of 2k HE with your Cromwells and Churchills. Your AT tab, solid with 17 pounders and 6 pounders to work with. Your AA tab, phenomenal with 94 mil AA pieces that really can function quite well as AA as well, AT as well, and Crusader AA is even a card of Flakverlings. Your RD tab really strong with a bunch of super heavy artillery, not super heavy, but heavy artillery to work with, and your air tab really strong Typhoons and such, the Commonwealth Airborne. This division really doesn't have many weaknesses other than some weak CQC for the infantry, and it doesn't have any like really high penetration weapons, although it does have the AT gun in the AA tab, so yeah, maybe it does. Hopping over, second Pancelos, another really strong division, A tier, probably, I mean, easily the best Hungarian division around right now. The Recon tab, nothing super special. There's a bunch of armor in it, but he's only bringing the Toldi 2 and the 2-man Recon team. Your infantry tab for an armored division is phenomenal. Basically, all the infantry are 20 points except for the Arkazoks. They just all boast MG42s and stuff and bazookas and things, and they're just cheap. They're extremely efficient and really can fight units that are more expensive than it. A very good infantry tab overall for its prices. Your tank tab, the highlighted division once again, a phenomenal tank tab with a beautiful mix of light, medium, and heavy armor. You have Tehran 1s and 2s, you have Panzer 4s, and you have Panthers and Tigers to work with. It gives you everything you could want in a tank tab, honestly. Your support tab, lacking. You really just have the machine guns to work with. No 2k HE, which is definitely an issue. Your AT tab is meh, it's expensive, but you don't really need it with all the tanks. It's not a big deal, but you get the good 75 mils. Your AA tab, absolutely phenomenal, just loaded up with Nimrods, the best AA piece in the game. Your RD tab, really good with the Hungarian 149s, and your air tab, quite chunky as well with some good fighters and great ME210s and such. Diving into the game here, we have contending Recons here. This Spitfire on one side. Spitfire is well armed. This can absolutely shoot down a plane. So this Ju-88 needs to be careful. 100% could get shot down here. Let's see if Stan's pulling his usual cheese. Doesn't look like it. Looks like he just does it against me because he knows it pisses me off. Shkodder going very strong into the center here. Lots of infantry going pretty light on this area down south, which is going to hurt him because there's a lot going on. Stan, actually just kidding. Here's the usual standard cheese from Stan. 3 Cromwells pushing through along with the Crusader AA, just going all the way back. And I mean, the Lovesh 44M do have the bazooka. Tron 1, how do these fare against a Cromwell? Up close, good. I mean, up close they should pen pretty consistently, so it shouldn't be the worst matchup. Shkodder going really deep on his push over here. MG34 does get through, but barely. 44M unloads. Will it get that half track? It will. Nice. Killing off a Zenista, which is phenomenal. Tehran 1 poking its head out. I mean, if it can line up, it should be able to kill at least one of the... Nope, just kidding. It doesn't see them, and now it will die very quickly to the triple star Cromwells. Reinforced patrolling, I would say this was way too light of a defense over here. This is a very common place to push for the red team because there's 3 flags to capture, basically, if you take this area. It's a pretty high... I mean, it's just a lot of flags to capture in one place. Cromwell's just perfectly out of range. Stan always just phenomenal on his micro. Just always in the right spot. It's very tough. No more bazookas coming in. Not a great call-in for Shkodder. There's something coming in. Shkodder into the woods up here. I mean, if he can kill off that 17-pounder, that'd be huge. Spitfire kills off one of the MG-34s. Nice and easy. Nimrod can't stop it. Infantry wiped out, and Stan has this whole area now. And these reinforcements will not stop what is here. Spitfire spotting for him, seeing that there's really not much coming, and he'll push forward. Stan uses his air recon to perfectly know what's going on. Spitfire bombs do pin this down and allow the 17-pounder to get away, but it doesn't kill much. He did give up the town fort. Shkodder did pick up 2 flags here, so we're still 12-12 despite this, and he picked up his 3rd, so we're totally equal here. Both players willing to sacrifice a lot to take what they got. Totally 2 should go down pretty quick. Nimrod is there to stop the recon. That's really important because the recon's letting him know exactly what to do. Although the Spitfire is very maneuverable, so the Nimrod's having a hard time getting on target. Lovesh is probably going to die before it unloads. Toldy 2 goes down as expected. Lovesh do get out, but they're nowhere near bazooka range. And amazingly, Shkodder's not calling anything else in there. He might already just have accepted that he's lost these 3 flags. That's very possible. Crusader AA, phenomenal anti-infantry unit. And this Spitfire continues to sit annoyingly out of range. No more reinforcements coming in. Looks like Shkodder's just going to try to push his advantage in the town. He could capture another flag here and actually still have a 13-11 despite losing all of this. Can't believe he's turning off. I mean, the Nimrod has the AP shells, which can definitely kill... Oh, yeah, it can kill Cromwells easily. How many rounds does this thing have? I mean, it can fire for quite a long time, but Spitfire is eating up a ton of ammo. Finally gets forced off. Infantry in the town, easily overwhelmed. Looks like Shkodder should be able to capture this pretty easily if he throws any infantry forward here. All right, let's see. Nimrod versus Cromwell. The Nimrod has better optics. Yeah, it should be able to see this easily. The Nimrod might... I mean, the Cromwell shouldn't be able to see the Nimrod. Of course, somehow it can. And there it is. Nimrod can't be stopped. These things are monstrous, and not just for AA duty. They're actually even more monstrous for everything else. They can absolutely shred any light armor at all. They can even shred a lot of medium armor. They're just stupidly good. 17-pounder, trying to get a hold of that Panzer IV. Infantry trying to get back in. And this is where this division can shine because it's got the Terrans and stuff for close-range support, so it can win infantry fights really well with the support of those tanks. And on the flip side then, it still has the heavier armor to win longer fights. It's a really good division. Better than CIABG? I'm not sure. But a very good division nonetheless. Crusader AA easily kills off the Mota Arkazak. ME-210 coming in for the MG-42 out of home. Shvalos a spam. Love it. These are terrible. I hate Shvarloses. They're so bad. ME-210, though, should be able to take out that MG-42, even with it falling back, because the 210 has a pretty good bomb load. Oh, no, he lost sight. No, just kidding. He changed targets to try to take out the Spitfire. Nimrod is there. 1 Spitfire going down. Big loss there for Stan. And then 210 is going to get out easy peasy. Can't remember if they have very good resilience or medium resilience, but either way, they have good resilience. All right, Cromwell's coming after the Panzer IV. The 44M has an easy kill here. It's going to take it. Down 1 goes. The Pack 75 mil over there as well. Panzer IV gets a nice penetration. Will the Pack get it? No, it'll just miss. But 1 Cromwell down, the turret stuck really makes that Cromwell pretty useless unless the turret is stuck perfectly straight. And I don't think it is. I have to assume it was aiming. Yeah, so this thing's essentially useless now. The problem is the tank will always face its front armor towards its target, and if the turret is turned, then it can't aim the turret, naturally. This Nimrod could try to take on these Cromwells. I will be interested to see if he allows it to happen. 1 at a time, those Cromwells have no chance. 2 on 1, they should be able to kill it. The Cromwells decide to call off their little attack here. He might actually... if one of these floats a little too close, he might get a bazooka shot off. Fortunately, he doesn't know they're coming. And this is, again, what CIABG does. It's 2-on-1 all the time. It's just a pure spam division. Like, how much crap can I throw out on the field all at once? The answer is a lot. But Shkodder getting back to a 13-11. And again, I apologize for the bias in my cast. I want Stan to lose. And I don't know what happens. I think casting bias is fine as long as you're very straightforward about it. Zanista getting caught out. 17-pounder finding... What? Wait, what? That just shoot... Oh, there must have been a transport and unloaded. That's the only way that would have happened. Moto Arkazox going after the 17-pounder. They do find it. Their MG42 should do some good damage. Oh, yeah. Taking out that 17-pounder would be clutch. And now the Motolovich getting in over here. Tehran 1 supporting. Something just blew up. I don't know what it was. I think one of the... Toldi 2, I believe, died. As Stan gets back into the town here. But Motolovich should overwhelm the Fusiliers. 17-pounder did go down. The Crusader AA can't push too far because the Lovish have the bazooka, and that's been absolutely key. Now that has been pinned down. Here comes the Spitfire going for the infantry. They're spotted by the recon over here. Again, that air recon really allowing the bombers to be maximum effective. Yep. Well, it didn't hit that hard, actually. Kind of missed. JU-88 floating around. 17-pounder fighting the Panzer IV. That's going to go down. And this 17-pounder in this position is actually extremely dangerous because it can cut off all reinforcements going to the town. This is actually an absolute disaster for Shkodder that he needs to solve or he's going to lose the game. Like, just straight up, he will not win with this reinforcement road completely cut off. He'll have to call in reinforcements from up top and send them down in, and that's very complicated micro-wise. Can the Tehran 2 find that Crusader AA? That would be huge. Why is it still moving? Where is he going with this thing? All right, one shot. What's happening? Why? ME-210 tries to get through, but the Crusader AA puts a face full into it. Tron 1 getting in. The 17-pounder actually out of position here. I'm surprised Stan did not just throw it right here where it kind of belongs. There are infantry here to stop these infantry from pushing any further. And of course the Nimrod Tehran should easily be able to stop any of that. Tehran 1 does go down. Tehran 2s are in A. I'm surprised he's called none in. Tehran 2s are better than Tehran 1s in my opinion. They have higher penetration. They do way more damage to infantry. They have a slower fire rate, but it's more than made up by their every other stat being better. Panzerschreck coming. So that might get headed off by the Arkazoc. Motolovich with the bazooka. Might be able to find that Cromwell 5. Arkazocs get lucky and find the Zanista out of cover here. More infantry coming in. Spitfire in the air again. Should be plenty of Nimrods to go around. Tehran 1 takes out the Cromwell 4 leader. Huge kill there. That does lead credence to my guess that the Tehran 1s can take out the Cromwells somewhat effectively. Although this Cromwell getting the first shot. But the Tehran 1 reloads so much faster. Down it goes. Yeah. Wow, that was brutal. No. Arkazoc, go back the other way! No, not the Nimrod. Yeah, he's gonna lose these. Just an unfortunate turn. Yeah, and that Panzerschreck now gonna take out that armor. He needs to back up now. I don't think he's seen it, though. Oh, he did see it. Can the Tehran 1 stop it? The answer is no. And the Panzerschreck still lands despite the suppression. So nice play there from Stan getting that Panzerschreck in. So unlucky for Shkodder. Does he have Arkazocs in B? Yeah, they're double vetted. Not a huge fan of that. I would think you want more infantry, not less. Especially in a Maverick mirror. Like, the game's gonna go long. It's just how it works. Motolovich holding this flag nicely here. 13-11 still for Shkodder. ME-210 cannot seem to get through. Yeah, and this is what I was talking about. This 17-pounder cutting off this reinforcement route is so beyond devastating. 210 goes down. Oof. Yeah, he needs that bomber to kill this, and I'm surprised it didn't make it. This is out of ammo, though, now, actually. Is there ammo coming? No, I don't think Stan's noticed. Could be key to him actually killing off that 17-pounder. MG34, gonna go down to that Cromwell 5 in a second. This pack gun doing tons of damage if it can land hits, but unfortunately it's using heat shells. Does take it a half track down. Cromwell 5 getting just enough in to hit that Arkazok there. Arkazok's gonna suffer against the Zanista. But once he runs out of those, the Arkazoks easily dominate all CQC fighting. Here comes the Spitfire again, going for that 75 mil. I don't see any AA over here, so that 75 mil is going to be dead. Just kidding, it's going for the Lovesh here. Misses, they're already falling back. Down south is Tron, one in a nice little cheeky spot. Stan is making a push here. We are in B phase, so both players with all their income. 149 coming in, a good choice from Shkodder. That thing is really strong and should help take out this 17-pounder. Multilovesh still on return fire. Do not want to reveal something to the Cromwells. Unfortunately, they don't have the bazooka. Already going after the 75. Mota Arkazok might run into the leader, which would be huge to kill that off. Schwarlozing. What it's doing. Multilovesh getting overwhelmed by the recon. These are really strong recon infantry. Just decked out to the nines. Yeah, Cromwell 7 is obviously safe from the Arkazok. There's nothing to stop it. Arkazok's push forward and might be able to kill this 17-pounder eventually. The Tarans have no chance against this Cromwell 7. Against Cromwell 5s, yeah, they're great, but against the up-armored, still disgustingly cheap Cromwell 8, sorry, it's an 8. This is the HE one. They can't really pen them unless they get a side shot. He's going for it, though. More Cromwell 7s coming in. Yeah, he does realize the danger here, and he is falling back. Nimrod is coming in up north. No more defenses down south, though. Blind firing his arty, like, not where the 17-pounder is. And Stan has gotten back into the town with very few units. Shkodder is now bringing reinforcements from the south, from the north down into the town. Nimrod should be able to kill that Cromwell 5 pretty easily. Lovesh are in range and take out that Cromwell 5 with the bazooka. Very nice. Cromwell 8 getting spotted by the Panzer 4. That'd be a huge kill because those things are quite annoying. Panzer 4 at this range should easily beat the Cromwell 5. This should be a very easy win. Gets a bailed out on an AP shell. Very nice. Can't ask for much better than that. Arkazoks do finally get into the woods here, and they should be able to take out that 17-pounder and reopen this reinforcement route here. 17-pounder on the run. Arkazoks holding off many things. Gets another grenade off. But these big chunky units, 15-point units, can soak up these grenades. Nimrod saves the day from that Spitfire going for the Arkazoks. Cromwell suddenly on the hill. Cromwell 7 looking for that Tehran 1. It's not going to find it. Finally takes out the 17-pounder. Arkazok's going to get 2 grenades off here. And they fall back. Already coming down on the Flakverling. All right. Supply in for the Crusader A. Tehran 1's in the woods. Still, unfortunately, no chance against these Cromwell 7s. These are too cheap. Convince me otherwise. .75 mm moving back into position, but it doesn't really have the capability of killing the Cromwell 7s. Ooh, Tehran 1 does take out the recon Cromwell, but he's lost his Arkazox here now. He's going to lose this flag again. Panzer 4 at max range is going to struggle against the Cromwell 7. It will eventually get the pen, but it's not going to be easy. 17 pounder now looking down the road. Cromwell 5 spotting the Panzer 4, but it looks like it'll disengage from that, I would assume. A whole bunch of troops here. And here comes Stan for a big push up north now that he has the south. 15-9 for Stan. Things not going well here for Shkodder. Pack, though, does get a nice side shot on that Cromwell. But now the 75 re-aims and does not take a second shot. Nimrod 42M does have the heat shell on it, so that absolutely could kill any of these tanks if it can land the shot. 17 pounder in this position again. How many 17 pounders are there? 6. We've seen 2 die, so we're down to 4. But staying on a commanding 16-8 lead right now. Panzer 4 gets a pen. Bounces the first shell, so it might actually be able to take one of these Cromwells with it. Down the leader Cromwell goes. He will probably die. Oh, he turned. Oh, yeah, there's no chance there. Nice play from Stan, of course, for the side shot. Arkazox coming in, but they have no AT. He needs AT units in badly. Here comes the 44M. And the problem is Shkodder's not even punishing Stan by pushing the center hard. He is finally, like, he needs to punish him by capturing these 2 flags. See, Panzer 4 and 2 Tehran 1s coming in. Shkodder finally activating in the center. Arkazox, of course, with no AT. See a Nimrod coming in. Nimrod did go down here. Infantry getting pretty easily overwhelmed. And this flag captured. Back to a 14-10. They're now equal on tickets, with Stan about to be a little bit ahead. Panzer 4 spotting the Cromwell 7, I presume. Misses its first shot. Should be out of range for that, but now the Tehran 1s have moved into range of the Cromwell. And the Panzer 4 misses twice. Cromwell 4, low armor. Tehran 1 should be able to kill it quite easily. But the northern push from Stan now developing completely, although he did take out a leader. Definitely a plus. And converted RAF spam has activated. You can just send 5 of these at a target at a time. Now, Nimrod, very dangerous, of course, even for this Cromwell. Arkazox, though, going to get pinned down pretty quick here. See what's going on down south. Arkazox getting overwhelmed down here. Both players somewhat light on infantry. Stans are, of course, more spammable. I mean, they're both actually pretty spammable. I mean, they're 20 points, so. All right, 2 Tehran 1s in a weird spot, somehow not aiming up. Okay, weird. Nimrod looking to stop the Spitfire from giving that beautiful recon information. Back to a 15-9 for Stan here. Momentarily. Shouldn't be a permanent thing. And Stan, all the way down to a 13-11 now, actually. Loses this flag and this one. So Shkodder almost bringing it back to a... Now, Churchill 4s, are these the heavy armor ones? No, they're 90 millimeters. The Tehran 1s are still going to struggle, but might have a chance of killing those. Yeah, every time these infantry step into the woods, they do die. I mean, they are not good at CQC. MG-34 trying to get in position, but will likely die to the 17-pounder here. Unless the 17-pounder has to keep aiming up over and over again. Yeah, looks like it will get through. Oh, Nimrod's here. Nope, Nimrod will win the day here. Just 2 pens. Boom, boom. These things are nuts. Cromwell 7 bounces on the Panzer 4. Can the Panzer 4 put a pen on it? No, it looks like it's out of range already. Oh, just kidding. It found a shot. What is with the lightest size tool, honestly? Cromwell 8, though, going to wreck this MG-34. No chance there. ME-210 tried to get through Flak-Verling and Crusader AA there. ME-210 will be dead. Oh, there's 2 Crusader AAs. Oh, yeah, that thing is very, very dead. Down that goes. Tron 1's trying to get up on that hill there. Yep, Cromwell H just absolutely wrecking that thing. But Shkodder successfully pushed back into this position with the death of the Cromwell there. I would say trade so far somewhat equal. It's hard to say. I mean, a lot of Cromwells have died. And the Tehran's dying, I mean, it's a much... They're cheap. They are absolutely cheap. And Shkodder's about to capture this flag and pick up his 1311 again. Zanista, though, somehow these keep appearing. I feel there's only, what, 5 of them? 6? There's only 6 of them. I swear to God, we've seen a lot of them. But what do I know? I'm just a guy sitting here commenting with a blanket on, so... Who's to say, really? Cromwell 7 taking out those Tehran 1s. Again, they really can't do anything against those. 17-pounder going to move in again to kill that Panzer 4. That's 3, 4. Just feels like there's infinity of these things. Panzer 4 finds the Cromwell 7. Let's see if we can finish it off. Well, not if either of them can land a hit. We'll be doing this for a while. Panzer 4 moving forward. We'll be able to get out of range of that 17-pounder. Modelovish trying to get in, but the 17-pounder will get in time. Panzer 4 takes the first pen. Does return a penetration in response. Ooh, Cromwell actually misses. Bounces another one, though. I'm not sure why Shkodder is insisting on flying bombers into all this AA. He did get it through, but he's going to lose at least one of these planes. And I'm not sure. He has an arty piece right here. Like, that's just that's so forced. Like, why? Well, is he going to lose both planes? No, but I don't... He didn't even kill the 17-pounder. Like, use the artillery you have. I am confused. You're doing something attack power would do. Actually, no, I wouldn't. I lied. I don't really fly my planes directly into AA. I really don't do that. If I sense there's a lot of AA, I'll just keep my planes at home and suck it up. That is one thing I don't really do. Yeah, that was a very confusing play. Not sure why he did that. Recon goes down. That is actually the strongest unit there, so killing that's a pretty big deal in terms of taking out the infantry power. Tehran 1 swinging around to kill off this light stuff and might be able to get this Crusader AA, which would be nice to help open up the sky potentially. Arkazakh's holding on to this flag hard, but now double Cromwell 6, and this is where like the just globs of 2K stuff can get really annoying. Because there's very few other divisions in the game that get access to like 3 cards of 2K HE. Like 44th does with their SU-152s. I can't even think of many others off the top of my head. I think 122nd Infantry gets a fair amount of... But it's not mobile. I think this division is one of the only divisions, along with 44th, that gets this amount of 2K HE. An absolutely disgusting amount is the answer. Tron 2 just hiding behind this building, but now 17-pounder does find it, and down it goes. Modelovish normally would lose this fight, but the MG42 is already really pinned down, so this next burst should do it. Yep, there it is. Crusader AA, though, going to ruin that day and going to wipe out those Lovesh pretty quick unless Shkodder responds with a fallback. But he has not. There we go. Up north, the fight continues. Tehran 1 taking a whole bunch of hits. Churchill 4 now there. Tehran 1 is going to go down. Crusader A trying to stay out of line of sight. The Tehran 1 should just be trying to kill that Crusader A, but it goes down, unfortunately. Panzer 4 can definitely do much better. I think Shkodder's ripped through a lot of his Arkazakhs already. It feels like he was just calling those in exclusively for a while, which, and again, double vetting them, not a fan. He would have 4 more to work with, which isn't a lot, but it is a lot. Like, it's not, but it is. We do see our first Panther here. Tarkze. I don't know how to say it, sorry. Little ace going on there. Remember, everybody, aces mean nothing. They just have different skin. Nice kill, though. I really wish aces, like, came in 3-star. I do think that would be reasonable. Just the one, not the whole card, just the very first one. Just the actual ace would come in triple star. And that's all. That's what your ace does. Churchill does go down. Panzer IV not pushing forward to kill the Crusader AA that he knows is there. MG42 coming in to try to lock this down a little better. Stand back to a 13-11. This is quite the back and forth as we're now thoroughly into C phase and both players have weaned themselves off of their high of infinity points. Does he have the heavier Churchills in here? He doesn't. So none of the 150 mil armor Churchills. Ju-88 does not get out. 149 going after the flak drilling again. Tron 1 might be able to do it, though. There's not really any armor left over here. Cromwell 7 coming to try to save the day. 2 of them again. He brings them in pairs a lot. I've come to notice this. 1 Cromwell can be very underwhelming. 2 Cromwells, though, tend to significantly overperform their price. 17-pounder was forced to fall back. Didn't take a ton of damage, though. Panzerschreck a little short of the Toldi 2, it appears. Or actually, it's just out of range. Like, it's just out of line of sight. That Toldi 2 pushes up any further like it's intending to, it's going to die. And there it is. No chance. No chance! Already coming down for that 20 mil, that flak drilling. It is falling back, but stand back to a 14-10. Tron 1 pushing forward aggressively here. What is the optics on these things? Very low. Okay, so it is very low. But the Tron 1 finally finding that Crusader AA. Nimrod's going to come in for some of the fun, too. Crusader AA does go down. That's a huge kill. Already forcing back the Cromwell, actually. No, wait, the Panzer IV gets it. Hiya! And the Cromwell 7 goes down, the leader. Nice kill there from the Panzer IV. Panther shifting around to kill off all this armor over here. Finds the Cromwell 7. That's what he needs to kill. His light armor can kill the other Cromwells. But these Cromwell 7s and Cromwell 8s, technically, the HE versions, are very tough for him. MG34 getting overwhelmed. Cromwell 5 coming in. Nimrod's still there. Still very dangerous. There is a... What? Oh, we turned off the HE, so it's not targeting the plane. But that doesn't mean he's going to get a free kill on this Cromwell 5. Oh no, is it going to fire the heat shell? No, it just fires... Yeah, there we go. It only fires the heat shell if you turn everything else off, I think. Or just at least the AP shell. Yeah, he kind of deserved that one. Having the HE off was a little... I think he forgot about it, would be my guess. Oh no. Will it survive? No! The Nimrod goes down. Oh, the pure devastation of it all. But Shkodder successfully pushed his way all the way back into both these flags. So that's pretty huge. If he can kill off this Crusader AA, he could really be open on the bottom. I mean, there's 6 Crusader AAs in Stan's deck. We've seen several of them go down. Now, there's other AA, of course. I don't think he's going to be AA-less anytime soon, but the loss of the anti-infantry of the Crusader AA would be pretty big. Panther just waiting for the opportunity to strike, it appears. Nimrod helping save the day. Cromwell 7 goes down to the Panzer IV. The armor down south now dead except for the Crusader AA. The light armor of Pancelos overwhelming the light armor of CIABG, and it is a thing of beauty. Churchill goes down, I believe. Cromwell 6 on the run from its Hungarian pursuers. Ooh, direct hit there from that 25. No, wait, that was from the Cromwell 8, probably. And the flak drilling now going down. All the AA down south is dead. And Stan suddenly on the back foot here down south. Very much in a dangerous spot. Nimrod, I'm not sure what it was about to shoot, but it lost it, whatever it was. Tron 1 feeling strong. The help of its Panther buddy. Anyone who tries to pick on the Tron 1 has to mess with me. It's like a kid on the playground who just found the biggest bully. Let's go. Lovich going down, though. Shkodder up north is looking pretty weak. He has another 149 he has not unloaded. This one, I thought, had ammo. Maybe he sent it somewhere else? I'm not sure. Maybe he didn't have ammo. Did it have ammo? No, it did not, actually. I don't think it did. 130 points is not enough for this RD piece in ammo, so... Ju-88 flying in free from all harassment. Bombs do minimal damage. The unit was already falling back. Cromwell 6 still getting to do its dirty work. Tron 1 falling back to avoid the Cromwells for the moment until they get closer. Nimrod's, I mean, the Panzer IV is way too far back. Stan cheeky grabbing this flag right now. Tron 1 should be able to finish this Cromwell 5 off as long as it's... Okay, it was weak. It was already hit at some point, so it insta-died. Cromwell's pushing in. Still, these pairs of Cromwells are starting to... And they cost. I mean, they're 100 points for a pair of those things. But now we see Shkodder losing this flag as well. So he's finally bringing some reinforcements up north. Stand quite strong up here. But Shkodder's still on the 15-9 with this 2 flags there. He did just lose a tank to, I assume, the Cromwell... No, the Firefly on the hill. As the Tron 1 pushes forward, the Hildilka here don't actually have AT. He just threw a Molotov. Tron 1 just pushing on through. I guess he just still doesn't see it. Spitfire will kill off that infantry. Both Cromwells died here to the Nimrod, I'm assuming. And the Nimrod died in return. I don't see how else the Nimrod would have died, so... Stan's southern front collapsing here. Should be more Nimrods to have. I mean... Something just got shot down, and it would have had to have been Shkodder's because there's no AA over here, so... Another very interesting battlefield. Panther has hopped around to come kill this Cromwell 8. Multilovesh unload, but these are not the bazooka versions, so a lot less effective. Cromwell 8 Panther misses 2 shots. And Shkodder still on the 15-9, flips the flags again. I mean, things still extremely tenuous here. I mean, Shkodder, of course, very strong in the middle. Stands working with just a few tanks to hold the line. And he's pretty much shattered down south. He's going to try to rebuild here, at least get this flag back. Up north, though, Stan is very strong. Plenty of room for him to grab. There's another flag here. 149 finally gets unloaded, going for the 17-pounder. Did the 17-pounder kill the Panther? It looks like it did. I see no Panther. Is that the Panther? That's the Panther. Losing that Panther is a big deal. That's a huge investment there for Shkodder, and losing at this point really hurts, but it is 16-8. Go Shkodder! Yay! Infantry trying to push back in the Fusiliers here, but, I mean, both players should be running lowish on infantry. I mean, they don't have a lot, either of them. And Stan really looks to be running low because we're not seeing many come in. Already gets a good hit on the 17-pounder. I'm not sure what this gun's doing. Looks like Shkodder kind of forgot about it because it's had that same ammo for a while. And the loss of that Panther also means these Fireflies are going to be tough to kill. Another Panther now coming in. Panzer IV is on a move order, which means it's probably going to miss. Oh, I thought it was aiming at the Cromwell 5. Now it will be. Yeah, this is bad. This is bad. He's going to lose it. Yeah. Yeah. We're at a point in the game where losing units like that is really bad. Just out of range of the bazooka of the Motilovesh here. It does fall back, but not fast enough. It's probably going to get surrendered by the converted RAF. Panzer IV is kind of here. It's almost there to help. I mean, Stan is definitely out of CQC at this point. Like, these Zanista up here are it. There's no other CQC in his deck. Everything else is just standard infantry. We've seen very few Motostrelsi, though. Kind of surprised. Motilovesh get fined by the Crusader A, which means they're just going to take a ton of damage. I don't see the Cromwell 6 getting that close to the building, but maybe. I don't know. So things are kind of a standstill here as both players try to build up enough forces to push somewhere. But Shkodder on the 14-10, which means sitting here is not hurting him none. About 13 minutes left in this game. Shkodder currently leading on tickets. I'm not sure what this Panzer IV is doing here, to be honest. Lovish does get discovered by the recon here, and it gets immediately just eradicated. Wiped from this game. Modelovish, take a blast at that converted RAF. They'll probably lose because they reload really slow because of their low health. And they're only firing machine gun, so Lovish does fall back. Here comes a line of infantry. Apparently I spoke too soon. That's literally 10% of his infantry pool right there. He's only got 66, so right here is 6 of them. Monostrelsi don't go far enough. Tehran 1 doesn't get a chance to get on target. It's a massive attack for this point in the game. Finally, this 10149 comes back online. Nimrod is there to stop the air recon. Tehran 1 letting go here. Trying to stop this pile of infantry. The Arkazoks may not be enough, though, when you're fighting 3-on-1. Tehran 1 does find that half-track. Some of the comments said half-tracks have 4 health, but I just saw a 5 damage unit shoot a half-track and it didn't die, so I don't think that's accurate. I think it's at least 6 health. So this huge crack back here from Stan the Man. Coming hard. Some reinforcements coming, but not much. Artie's still going after the 17-pounder, as it should. Firefly takes a hit from the Panther. Panther can't see the Firefly. Firefly can't see the Panther either. This is awkward. There we go. Panther spots. Gets a shot. Firefly goes down. Big kill there. Multi Arkazoks gets their grenade off. Takes out a Fusilier. The other one getting hit in the town. You really, you really want them to be throwing grenades, honestly. Up north, no movement from either player. South is where things are happening right now. Arkazok tries to fall back. No other reinforcements coming in. Ju-88 coming in, though, and there is only this Crusader A, which will not stop the Ju-88 from bombing. At least it shouldn't. Bunch of Cromwell 5s, though. This Nimrod will not be able to hold them all off. Bombs away. Another Ju-88 coming in. Again, it won't be stopped. Bombs away. All right. Does a pretty good spread. Pins down basically all the infantry. The other bombs hit these infantry here and pin the Cromwell 5 a bit more. SMG-34 under pressure, though. Another Ju-88. That's a weird... Oh, was this a... Did he capture this and drive it back, I guess? And then it got uncaptured? I'm not sure what this is about. Bombs hit the Churchill 4 again. Arkazoks do surrender some stuff, but then get wiped out themselves. Nimrod going to take an aggressive move here. Where's it going? Pack trying to get on target. It will not. No other reinforcements coming. It's a trickle of points for each player. It's just a struggle to work with. 44M out of bazooka rounds, so that definitely sucks. The other one pushing forward to try to get something on target here. There's no infantry to spot, so it might actually get this in, and it does. One Cromwell down. That Crusader A, they're going to absolutely crush it. Back on the run, and it will survive. More infantry coming along with another AT gun. Shkodder struggles to hold on down south. Tehrans are basically out of HE shells. There's just so much spam to kill. And all of these squads are so beefy. They just take so long to kill. Modelovic in the church tower, going to go down here to the Crusader AA. Did recapture this flag, though, back to a 13-11. Shkodder increases his point lead. Only 8 minutes left of this game. 149's both going down here to try to do some suppressive fire and hopefully kill something off. What do these guys have? Oh, a Solithurn. All right. And I think the Solithurn's still better than a Bren, though. I think I actually do. Nimrod moving forward. I'm not sure why he's turning the HE off. It will automatically fire AP, so I'm a little confused. He's just not wanting to know it's there. I'm just confused why to turn it off. Like, what is the benefit? You really don't want it to shoot at soft targets? See, this has 8 damage, so that's why these half-tracks are dying in 1. I don't think half-tracks have 4 health. I don't think that's accurate. Because, again, we saw that Tehran shoot one of those half-tracks, and it did not die in 1 hit. Crusader finally gets caught out by the pack here. And it does go down. That's the big kill there. That means these infantry now are relatively safe. And it goes down the pack, taking out both of those tanks. That's huge. Nimrod now pushing forward. Has to be careful. Modestrelsi still has a Piat. 149s need to be stopped, like, stop firing or they're going to kill his own guys. Up north, no movement yet. Everything pretty silent other than in the middle now, a half-track pushing it over here. The Tehran one is here, though. Motor half-track running away. Nimrod, this one does have its stuff on. There we go. Wow, I guess Shkodder feels that confident that he can, like, micro his Nimrod on and off. Typhoon trying to get in, but it does not. The Nimrod just too strong. Too strong. Modestrelsi overwhelming the Lovesh. They do have automatic rifles, so that's what's doing it there. I guess the other Nimrod died in the Modestrelsi. I have to assume that's where it went. Just missed it. Sorry, folks. So much going on. Recon, AT, ammo for this 149. Still 12-12. That's all Shkodder has to do is hold the 12-12. And Stan's chances are dwindling by the minute. Literally. Each minute. Now already coming down in this position. Another line of infantry. I can't believe 60 infantry go this long. I guess I'm just an infantry. I just call a lot of infantry in. So I don't spam them. It's not like I ever send this. I like never do this. But I just guess I use them more aggressively than these pro players do. For better or for worse. I'm always impressed by how well they can do with so few infantry. Pack 40, finding the Cromwell 6 over here, does take that out, so that's a big kill there. One less of those HE tanks to deal with. The Arty does, the bomber finishes off the infantry here. This Panzerschreck might be able to sneak into a dangerous position, though. He's Lovesh with nothing to kill this stuff with, really. Nimrod has to reload AP shells to kill off these Cromwells. Retargets. Oh, this Nimrod's going down. Yep, down it goes. Big loss there. He really actually kind of needed that. That was a really aggressive play. He's been very careful, these Nimrods, up till then. All of a sudden, he just decided to throw that one into the fight there. Panzer IV did go down to a Cromwell up here, and the Crusader AA is moving forward. There's a Lovesh 44M here with its bazooka, so there's a chance it could stop this, but it needs to get close enough. I'm not sure how is the Crusader seeing this? Their optics are not that incredible. Jeez. I hate these things. All right, Lovesh do get a bazooka shot off on one of the Crusaders, so that saves the day there. Panther takes out the Firefly. Cromwell pushes forward aggressively, but gets cut off. Already coming down, blocks all the converted gunners immediately. Another Nimrod coming in. I guess he's out of armor? I didn't think he called in that many Panzer IVs. Maybe he did? I mean, he had 11 Panzer IVs. Did we see 11 Panzer IVs? I don't think so. MG34 going to go down, and all this is going to flip back into Stan's hands here. Although Shkodder trying to quick grab this flag before he loses it. But Shkodder did grab this flag in the center. His artillery finally having a noticeable effect. Basically just going to bomb any flag. Not doing anything up north. And there goes that flag. Pack 40 is online, though. Or Pack 75. It can definitely kill this Cromwell 4, but it is bouncing hard right now. He's using the heat. Oh, no, he was using AP before. Now he's using the heat. Oh, and the fire in the woods forces him to move. Oh, oof. And the Motolovesh 44M finally gets caught out. No, he's ground attacking. He's not even seeing it. He's ground attacking the buildings. What a cheekster. Already trying to come in to save the day at super close right here. Here's a Panther. Okay. And another line of, I guess he just didn't call any infantry in. I just thought he did. Apparently at no point did he call infantry in. He's now called 20 in at this point. Leader goes down to an arty strike, I think, or the Panther. I don't know which. But this flag is definitely grabbed. Stand on a 14-10, but a big gap here with only 2 minutes left. I don't think these flags are new. He does have a 15-9, though, now. As Shkodder's collapsing on both flanks. Panther, of course, can't be killed by this Cromwell 8. Does take that out, but the Motostrelsi definitely can. Will it get it shot off before he unloads? Yeah, he didn't. Oh, he did get out. Yeah, that Panther's definitely dead. Down it goes. There's this Panzer IV finally pushing forward. A leader comes out. Leader pops out here. It's up to the Panzer IV to stop these. Does take out another one. Of course, it doesn't kill them all the way because they have armor on the half track. That one he does miss. 16-8 for staying. He's a triple tick, really. And he might get it. I'm not sure. Ju-88 coming in. This is tight. So this is really, really tight. 149 does not have AT. Although a big boom like this will hurt. Ju-88 trying to save the artillery. But this Cromwell died to the Panther, so these two flags flip back, stand back to a single tick, and he is going to come up just short, and Shkodder's going to pull this one out. Yeah! Woo! I told you I was going to be biased. I warned you all. I wasn't going to be happy. I wasn't going to be sad if Stan lost. But that was a fantastic game, either way. Excellent play from both players, as always. Really fun to see. Unfortunately, folks, we're not going to see a Game 3 between these two great players. Stan won Game 3 in about 5 minutes. Not sure how he did it. Didn't waste my time even watching it. I mean, clearly he did some sort of, like, Uber push at the beginning, and the Uber push went really well and just ran Shkodder over completely. So, yeah. Great match from these two players. Congrats to Stan for winning I assume winning the July tournament. 44-92, 45-35. That was certainly an exciting one, to say the least. Flakverling doing lots of damage there. Yeah. Solid there. On the other side, Nimrods being Nimrods. Nimroddy. Yep, Panther's doing some pretty good work as well. You would hope so when you pay that many points for him. If you guys enjoyed that, hit that like button, subscribe, consider supporting over on Patreon, and have a fantastic day.